Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Scottish Sim Guy here, and this will be episode 5 of Riverside Farm on Saxlingham by Farm Sim Briscoe. So in today's episode, we're going to go and subsoil some tram lines. So I'm going up to the shop here. I'm going to pick up a subsoiler. I'm going to go and burst up some of the tram lines in our two fields that we've harvested, burst them up, and then going to get some slurry or dung on them, and try and get them started, get them ploughed, get them turned over so we can get some seed in the ground for the following year. As I've said already, not sure how long this season will go. We are on Saturday the 1st of November today, and we've got 3 days basically. 4th of November, Highlands fishing comes out. So I've actually decided to not really look at any of the videos that came out on YouTube from the early releases. I see lots of people that have got videos up there, Scroft and Mr. Sealy P, etc. So I've really decided against actually watching any of them when it comes to it. On Tuesday when it is released, I'm going to do my own little video of my first impressions of it. So I just want to kind of have a little look round about the map as I'm finding it, and I'll video that and let you all see. So it's a kind of first look, my first impressions of the new map. So I'm looking forward to that, having a little look round about it, seeing what I can do. I obviously want to do something on that, being a Scottish map, etc. So I want to try do some sort of series on it. Though obviously I'll probably end up doing a farm build on it. Also seeing the new Irish map, is it Drumlags, dropped as well. I think that used to be in Farming Simulator 17. Not a map that I've ever played myself. Might end up doing a build on that. Definitely not going to do a series or anything on that. Going to do my series on Kinlake, on Highlands fishing. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I'll definitely probably try and get a farm build done on that Irish map, because I do like to do my farm builds, and I've not obviously done one on that map yet. And then we'll do probably do a farm build at some point on Highlands fishing, and we'll definitely do a let's play. So just thought I'd come in and bust up these tram lines, make it a bit more real life rather than just coming in and cultivating the ground. This is what I used to do. Try and do all the running and the compaction to the tram lines, so that then we can just come in and bust it up like that, and just kind of burst up the pan, if you like, that's created with all the traffic running on the tram line, and it bursts it up so that you can then come in and plough it or cultivate it, and it loosens it up a little bit, stops the compaction, because you can always usually see year on year, if your tram lines are always usually end up being in the same place, you can see actually where the tram lines used to be if you end up changing them one year. So we always used to come in with a subsoiler, a two-legger, burst up that pan on the tram lines. So this is just what I thought I would do, as I just kind of run along. Never really bothered kind of doing this on any of my let's play series or that, but I just thought, you know what, let's just do something a little bit different. So yeah, I'll burst up the tram lines in this field, and I'll get the next field done as well, and then we'll think about getting some dung or slurry on one of them at least, and then see where that episode takes us to. Got so much I'd love to do, but I think just with the Highlands fishing coming out, and if I want to concentrate on that, I just might need to drop Saxlingham for a little while. Maybe just sneak in an episode here or there. I'll keep the save game going anyway, and keep it on the console and not get rid of it, just so that if I do want to ever come back to it, then I can. Right, so yeah, so don't even know when I kind of the finish what I would give it, but yeah, we'll bust up this pan anyway. Um, get it get it busted up. So I'll do a run round about the field and do a couple, and then I'll probably um, stick it on a time lapse just to get it finished up. But yeah, we'll see where this episode takes us, whether there's any more after this. Can't really tell, because I'm going to put my all into um, doing something on Kinleg, whether that use the existing farm, which is one of the ideas. To use the existing farm, which I don't even know what it looks like in all honesty. So I use an existing farm that's there, or what I do is I look for a little kind of maybe a house with one shed, if there is that on the map, to start a contracting business and try and work myself up, make the money, and then with that I can, if I make the money, then it builds, I can go and buy a farm, buy more equipment, or to start with a really small farm in the hope that I can build myself up and extend it. To start with the farm that I've got, I don't know if you'll be able to delete anything on the map, but you could delete some of it. Have it how I like, but have it small, and then give you room for expansion, so you can expand. Let us know your ideas, guys, in the comments, what you think would be a good idea. Do I start off as a let's play? Do I start off, with nothing? A tractor, a couple of implements, doing contracting to work my way up? Do I start off with a small farm and hopefully expanding? What you think's the best? Do I do a farm build and then just play off of the farm build? It's something like very, very rarely do I usually play the farm. I think last time I actually played an existing farm on a map without really doing much to it was Court Farm on 22 by Oxy, and I used not the main farm but one of the other farms, and I kind of kept it, well, obviously the same, couldn't delete anything, but kept it the same. I kind of just done a bit of decorating round about it. I done some trees here and there and little entrances, but more or less kept it the same, and I actually really, really enjoyed that. So not entirely sure how I'll do it, but I'll try and figure something out and what we'll do with it. So I've got all these ideas spinning through my head and what equipment I want to use and start off with, in the hope that if I do it, that I build myself up, I can get some bigger equipment there. But I'm not entirely sure. We'll figure it out. But we'll go up, we'll get this little tail here and here, drop that there, and then we'll stick on a time lapse and start getting the rest of the field ripped up. Yeah, we'll let that subsoiler rip up that pan, break it up. So if anybody really doesn't know much about kind of farming but plays the game and wondered what this is for, because it's only got two legs and it's not really ploughing or cultivating, this is mostly what a two-legger's used for. Just busting up certain areas where there's a pan, then you'd still come over the top and cultivate. It's kind of loosening off the underneath. You'd maybe do a whole field, but you'd straddle, you'd portion yourself out. You're not going to do them right next to each other, so you'd then go across and leave the same gap between the legs, work your way across the field, but lets the water get down and get into the drains and stuff like that as well. Kind of helps that get away and stops that pan as well, that build up of that compacted ground, because it does make a bit of a big difference. So right, we'll shoot up this one, and I'll stick it on a bit of a time lapse, guys, and I'll catch you on the other side.
I was knocked down, heard the countdown through the haze, in the face of defeat, yeah. I was ruled out with no bailout, on my own, all alone, left to bleed out. But I rose up from the ground, just like I was spellbound. All the odds were against me, so I picked up the pace, and now I'm in the race. Give me some space. I'm a movement and I ain't losing. Gonna go, 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 go. Like a bullet, won't take no bullshit. You should know, no, no, no. I'm about to explode. So I've been told that I should fold and give in. I can't win in this game, no. But you can hear me laughing. I'm the new thing in this field. You should kneel instead of me now. Yeah, I rose up from the dead. Your words inside my head. All the odds were against me, but now I lead ahead with grace. I'm winning this race. Give me some space. I'm a movement and I ain't losing. Gonna go, 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 go. Like a bullet, don't take no bullshit. You should know, no, no, no. I'm about to explode. I ain't asking for permission, no. I don't have to say I'm sorry. I ain't staying in the background, no, 'cause I don't need your worry. I'm a movement and I ain't losing. Gonna go, 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 go. Like a bullet, won't take no bullshit. You should know, no, no, no. I'm about to explode.
Right folks, that is subsoiling all done. That's the tram lines all burst up and broke up, so we'll head back down to the farm. I think I'll grab the little 6S, stick a slurry tanker on it, and I'll go and spread some slurry on, will I spread slurry or will I spread dung? I'll go and spread slurry on that other stubble field, and I'll put some dung on this. Might even try and get some fertiliser out on some of the grass if we've got time, but we'll go and stick the tanker on. I've got some slurry in the tower at the farm there, not a lot, but there is some slurry there, so we'll go and stick that tanker on, get some slurry spread on that field, hopefully enough to do it, and then might go and actually spread some fertiliser on some grass just to get it a little boost. So we've got plenty of grass if we need it, not that we might, but just in case. And then there's always that field to spread dung on as well at some point. I could spread dung on this one up here, but there's only a little bit at the farm, and then if I run out then I've got to go to where we were just subsoiling there. There's a couple of loads sitting in there, so I would rather get the first field that was subsoiled sitting with slurry on it, and then go to the second one and spread dung on it, so that I've got enough dung to do it. So we'll see. I'll actually go and just stick this little subsoiler down here. I'll just actually leave the tractor there. I'll go and jump into the 6S, and we'll go and I'll put on this tanker, and I'll go and draw a load out of the tower. Got 100,000 litres, so hopefully that's enough. I think that's I'll work out about 5 tanker loads roughly. I think it's about 20,000 litres in this tanker. Yep. So that's what we'll go and do. We'll got 5 loads worth, so that should hopefully be enough to do that field. I'm using precision farming, so I might end up being able to use it a lot. I'm not entirely sure, so we'll find out. We'll find out. Oh yeah, we'll go and get some on it. But yeah, this is like one of my favourite tankers to use. You've probably seen it in a lot of my builds. One of the reasons is it's not too big. You know, it's kind of sits and looks well behind that 6S. It's not massive, but in all honesty it holds quite a lot. So there's a lot bigger looking tankers that hold a lot less than 20,000 litres. So this is one of the reasons why I like using it. It's 20,000 litres. I've just actually noticed, you see that? I've put a bigger set of tyres on this than I usually put on. And it's the first time I've ever noticed them sticking through the mudguards. Now that, I'm pretty sure this is the size of tyre that I put on all the time. And I've actually, when I purchased it, brought it down and put it at the farm, and I've never seen the tyres stick through the mudguards like that. And I don't know if it's because I've now got a load on it and it's sitting down on the axle a bit, that's why it's peeping up and through. So we'll soon find out. So when I go and get rid of this load and it starts getting lighter, we'll soon see if the tyres are sticking up through the mudguards or not. And if so, that's a real pain for visuals, because I do like to try and keep it looking good, and that is just something that's just not right. So I don't even know, I mean, I've used this a lot and that's the first time I've seen that, but it's maybe because it's the first time I'm using that tyre rather than the standard tyres that come with it. I just thought I'd make it look really beefy. So with that, I'll need to try and find out who done the mod, because that is needing a little update there for sure. Now, I don't think it was like that when I actually put it on, so I think it might be down to the weight that's on it is sitting down in the axle and the tyre's too big. It's just not, there's something just not right about that there, because that shouldn't obviously happen, the tyre up through the mudguard like that. So that's ruined it for me now, just thinking it's one of my favourite tankers to use because it's 20,000 litres and for the size of it, and then all of a sudden, boom, here's some tyres. Right, so what we'll do is we'll head up to this edge of the field here, and we'll get a GPS sorted out and we'll get some slurry spread. would be the main thing. So yeah, I'm hoping that once the weight comes down off of that, that it will actually bring the mudguards, the tyre out of it. So right, go to GPS, yep, work off a square off of that. No, need to go into that and go down to, go down to there, just need one end rig. Right, okay. And then hit that. And then let's get some slurry spread. So yeah, there we go. So we'll see how long this lasts. Sometimes it's a thing about using precision farming is it ends up lasting a really long time, and it just doesn't seem authentic enough. It's sometimes in 22 why I didn't bother using precision farming, because the size of tanker that is, yeah, granted I get it, it's 20,000 litres, but I'm going to get all the way down to the bottom of this field and not even use 25% of the tanker. So with that, I'll get up and down 4 times, which isn't putting a lot on. I mean, for the size of tanker that, I'd be getting down and maybe up a little bit. I wouldn't be getting 2 runs. So it's the one thing about it that's just not really authentic, the precision farming. So I'm going to switch that off there. Started to turn, and then we'll switch her back on there, and then we'll run up there. So yeah, it's just, you know, going to end up getting 4 runs out of this, which is a bit strange, but you know, that wouldn't in real life necessarily happen with that size of tanker and the size of field. You're never getting up and down it. So it's one of the reasons why I never really used precision farming. But with that, when it comes to slurry and dung, it's only putting a little amount on, and it puts more dry fertiliser on. So you're still going to have to come and put dry fertiliser on this once you've actually sown it, which isn't a problem. It's the way it happens, but yeah, it's just putting a little sprinkling on. It's not putting much on at all, 60 kilograms to the hectare. So it's not needing a lot. But means we should have enough to do the field, in all honesty. So get up to there, stop, turn round, activate GPS, and switch it on, and away we go again. So what I'll probably do, guys, is we'll stick it on a time lapse, try and get the field finished, and I'll speak to you on the other side. Right folks, so just going to get this last little bit in the corner here, just this kind of little, there's a little bit of a tail here and then a little bit up the end rig. I should have enough in the tanker just to do that. So just get this little section here that I need to do. So as soon as this kind of comes out onto the edge here, that should be us once we get onto it. Yeah, just about there. So turn that off there and head up to the end rig. I've done a little bit of it with the first load. But yeah, you can see now like the tanker's got not as much in it now, and you can see that the tyres aren't sticking through the mudguards. So it's definitely a thing when it's got weight on the tanker. It does push it down. I kind of did look at it closely when I was filling it up, and you could just see the tanker moving down and down, and then it goes right, the tyres just come right up through the mudguards. So yeah, right, so that is this field all done and dusted and finished. So not quite 3 tankers worth. So yeah, the size of field, not quite 3 tankers. Isn't a lot of sorry on that, but it's not real life, it's a game, so hey ho. But I do like to try and keep things as realistic as I can, as I say, and it's one of the reasons why I usually don't play precision farming. I did usually bring it, download it, and then can I end up doing away with it quite a lot. So going to head back down to the farm and park up. I think more or less that could do us for this episode. My episodes in the past have been really long, like 50 odd minutes, sometimes pushing an hour. So I don't want to be as long with that today. I've got 25 minutes of talking so far. Good bit of time lapse as well, so you know that's going to bring that well above the 30 and even maybe into 40 minutes in all honesty. So I think that'll do us. So just going to head down, park up, and that'll do the subsoil and the slurry spreading will do us for this episode. I'll maybe try and push another episode out, get one done before Tuesday, so I'll get them lined up to come out, and I'll hopefully Tuesday I'm going to get fired in to the new DLC and hopefully get something out edited so that it's ready to go on Wednesday. Would be the plan for that, and then get this episode out hopefully by the end of the weekend, and another one maybe at some point if I can get another one done on this Let's Play on this. Have that out by, you know, maybe Friday or something like that, and then I want to do start a Let's Play on the new DLC map, so we'll see how it goes. But I'll just reverse this back in here, park it up out of the way, and that will definitely 100% do us for this episode. I'll just, yeah, that'll do us. I've done enough. I don't want to do too much, so yeah, that's it guys. Thanks very much for watching, do appreciate it. So don't forget to give us a like, subscribe, it all does help the channel. But thanks very much for watching guys, and we'll catch you in the next one.